Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one is located on the south spawn of Kharkov and it's under the commands of 4Q2. Yes, that's one of my replay. It's one of my accounts. Yes, and I've got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of this M44. So let's see how I get on in this game. Okay, it's underway. Now on this one I've decided to go to the east and I'm going to get some initial shots on the enemy while they're going through the city, and then I'll move afterwards. Now I always wonder about going through that fence there, because it does sort of like give a telltale sign to the enemy that there's somebody in this corner. But I'm not moving over to the far corner, I'm actually sitting myself behind the cages, because from here I can get a direct shot at any enemy tank that decides to dice it out with the other heavies at the other end of the lane. It's unfortunate that most of our heavies have not decided to go up there, so I've got nothing that I can shoot at. So it's not so good. But we do have a few enemy tanks up on the opposite hill, and so I'm going to try and dial in and see if I can hit some of them instead. Standard HE, down south. Unfortunately, I think that chappie moved out of the way before the shell arrived. Yep, he did. Okay, let's see if I can pull around into this 40 TP. He's backing up. Rounds up. Long flight time. And an explosion, but no damage. So, things do not appear to be going rather well, but we noticed that super chappie I fired at is actually making a mad dash towards our hill, trying to get underneath our gun depression and spot the rest of the team, and that shell was a little too late. Well, quite a bit late actually. And the super chappie, well, he's now starting to take fire. That was a very bad move. Yeah, that was suicide, because he just basically dived off the cliff, fell to his death. Should always have a plan to escape and evade if you can, but unfortunately in that one he didn't. I'm going to move further to the east because I can't shoot at the ones in the town, but I can certainly hit the enemy tanks that are on the corner, and the best way to do that is to move over here to the other corner, the opposite one. Okay, this should be about right. Okay, we've got a KV2, very low hit points. Dialing in, almost there. That's about right. That's out. Yeah, direct hit, 139, makes him a one shot. And he's got a little friend, he's got an AMD 178B round there as well. The KV2's still there, but he is basically a one shot. Now, let's see if my teammates get fired upon from this area. I'm going to fire around in there just to upset anyone that happens to be sniping at our teammates. And it looks like the enemy's falling back because they are surrounded in that corner. In the meantime, over on the other side of the battlefield, we've got a 40 TP's moved up to try and shoot at our teammates over that ridge line. Dialing in. Rounds out. And yeah, direct hit. 209. He backed into the shell there. I don't think he's alone. Ah, a Panzer IV Schmalten. Always like hitting these ones because they've got those grids on the side of the vehicle. Rounds out. Just behind him. 138 from the splash. Okay, can I get around on this 40 TP? He's overextending himself there. Rounds out. Straight away. And another direct hit. 286 hit points this time. He's a one shot. And there's the Schmalten. He's changed position. And he's pulling back as well. Rounds out. Yep. Another direct hit of 135 this time. I think the enemy has been persuaded that it's not a good idea to go up to that corner, to that ridgeline. I fired a quick snapshot in there, but I changed my aim straight away because I noticed that there was an ARL V39 up on the sniping position. He was probably there when I fired that shell in, but it's these guys who actually then caught my eye, the OI and the Thunderbolt. In fact, the OI stopping the Thunderbolt from moving into that corner, and so I splashed both of them with that shell. In fact, I think it actually did hit the OI, and he's now so upset he pushed the Thunderbolt. And, well, now he's taking damage from our teammates. Rounds out again. And another direct hit on his turret this time. So I'm racking up the damage. 1.2k of damage already. Can I get some more? If the OI stays there, he is going to take more damage. I'm going to fire one anyway. Nope, didn't get anything off that. Okay, so we're 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment. I'm looking for another target to shoot at. The 40 TP and the Schmelten are still there. Our teammates haven't taken them out, so I'm firing around in where I think the 40 TP might be. And no damage from that one. He moved forward. You can see where the shells impacted. One on the front, one on the rear. And he's gone this time. The Type 58 got him. Okay, the Schmelten might still be there, but I'm actually switching targets again. Got a Type 58 in the middle of the town. He's gone. So now I'm trying to focus on where the enemy tanks might be when our teammates arrive at the cap area. There is a Striv M42-57, but I see the Schmelten's turned up again. He does have a rather overpowered gun, and, well, he's already gone. There's only 5 enemy left. 2 Arty, 2 mediums, and a tank destroyer. And they found one of the enemy. It's the Striv. Dialing in. Rounds out straight away. Oh, as soon as it was dialed in. Unfortunately, it was a wasted shell. Now, can I get around on that budgie? Can't see him or the Excalibur, which makes me think that they're not on the hill. But they are. The Excalibur was hiding. He's being very sneaky, but he's been spotted now because he moved too close to the bushes. And the budgie. I think the enemy might be in this corner. I'm looking for the bush that the enemy Arty might be in. Our FE304 has decided to move a long way north, which is very dangerous for him. There's the enemy Arty. I picked the wrong bush. He was in that area. Rounds out. Long flight time for the shell, and lands in front of him. We are now capping. There's still the budgie in the M44. Or it's not actually. The budgie's been killed. It was the T78 got the budgie, which it's just the FE304 and the M44. There's the FB. He's gone. The M44 is about to die, and he actually gets shotgunned by our Bert. So, end of the first game, and it's victory. Let's have a look at the second game. The second replay is also in the M44, but this time we're on the south spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's on my bigger stickers account, the NA account. Game on. Well, I think you can see I've got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of this one as well, plus I've had a number of high calibers and an ace tanker at least once. Okay, I'm headed off to the west side of the map, and it looks like I've got the company of quite a few of the team, and I'm going to give the Sturra Mill a bit of an assist. Yep, I'll get behind the Sturra Mill and push him because he's a very slow vehicle, only 20 kilometers an hour maximum speed, and I'm giving him a bit of an assist, which is actually pumping his speed up by 5 kilometers an hour. So he's getting there a little bit quicker. I always feel vulnerable in a Sturra Mill because they are so slow. Okay, when he changes course, that's when I know I've got to disengage, and I've done that. Okay, we've got another Arty here already, the M44, so I'm going to be moving not into the same bushels alongside him, but just a little way away. Far enough away so that the traces are not going to be spotted. We are coming from the same direction though. First target, Super Hellcat, just got stunned by the M44. I'm dialing in on the same spot. Let's see if I can stun him as well. Rounds out. Well, it went directly behind him because obviously Wargaming's accuracy nerf. They deliberately throw shells away from the aim point. The dispersion is quite serious in some cases. We've seen not only shells being veering to one side, but also a lot of ghost shells. Yep, the next shot kills the Super Hellcat, stone dead. And so I got my first kill. In fact, it's the first kill of the game. Apparently, an M41 19mm, the girlfriend, was seen in a bush nearby. So I'm going to fire around him and see if I can wake him up. I think he moved into those bushes. It's the closest ones forward. But on the centre line, I suddenly spot an IS-2. And there he is. Oh, bit of reticule bloom there. Rounds out. Oh, got him in the rear. 125. Now I'm changing the alignment a little. I was moving the side of the reticule, the field of fire, slightly to the right. But I'm staying where it is at the moment. There he is. He's coming back. Rounds out. Right into his rear again. It was actually a near miss, but I still managed to get 173 off it, and I'm picking up stun assist. And he's all but dead. Can I get a kill? Oh, he's just been tracked by the M44. And yeah, I got the kill. 2 kills to me. Okay, who's next? Try and be as busy as you can when you're playing Arty. You want to hit as many of the enemy as possible to help your teammates get the kills. But sometimes Arty has to take the kills themselves if your teammates can't hit them because they're just over a ridgeline. That one hit the front of the Panther and tracked him. And it looks like my teammate actually just got a hit on him as well. So I must have some stun assist off that one. Okay. Not going to fire another shot there, but there's the AMX AC-46 tank destroyer. Sitting in the bush, thinks he's impervious. It looks like oh, he's gone. It looked like the Black Dog was actually in the bush ahead of him, so I might have hit him with that shot, that blind shot I fired into the bush, because the wreck of his tank was actually sitting just in front of the AC-46. The box tank has gone. There was a steering mill up there. I'm now looking for the enemy, and we've got an E-75TS who's deliberately gone over the edge of the cliff on the hill and shooting on our teammates, and when the Panther rounds out on him, falls short. There's 2 of his teammates up on the hill still, and we do have one of our tanks at the bottom of the hill, so I'm going to try and help that guy and also take the C-75 out. He's kind of trapped there. Rounds out. Now, I did actually get a hit on the front of the vehicle, but it hit the heavy armour on the upper plate, so only 28 hit points. My teammate in the IS-3 comes down to try and ram him up the rear. I'm going to try and fire, but I don't want to damage my teammate here. And it falls short. At least I got some stun assist off that one. There's the other enemy tanks, a Patriot and a Tiger 131. Okay, we're going to go for the Patriot first. Rounds out. Oh, probably not right. Yep, I only got some stun. Trying to work out which one's going to be the next one that I'm going to have to hit. I think it is going to be the Tiger 131. He is going to be a one shot if I can take him. Rounds out. Oh! 167. Unfortunately, it was short. Can I get a kill? Be nice if I could. That'd be my 3rd kill. Blind shot. Rounds out. Nope, didn't get anything. The Patriots decided to come down off the hill and try and kill our IS-3. So I'm now trying to land rounds near the Patriot to upset him and slow down his reload. Rounds out. Direct hit, 96. He's now got more to deal with because our Cromwell's crossed the railway line. Another Arty round hits him. I'm going to hit him as well. Rounds out. Direct hit, 121. He's a one shot. And the IS-3, I think, is going to get the honours. He does. Okay, so we're really mullering the enemy here. The Panthers in the village are shooting at our teammates, so I'm going to try and upset his game. Trying to work out which way he's going. Now rounds out, lands short. In fact, both Arty landed short on him there. I think he was moving slightly quicker than we thought he would, but there is some stun assist off that one as well. Okay, we're in the end game now. There's only 5 enemies left, 2 Arty, 2 tank destroyers and 1 medium. So I'm going to get close to the enemy, and the easiest way to do that is go out to the field, move up to the centre line, and then try and get good shots on the enemy. Despite the massive nerfing and the reduction in the reload time to 17.08 seconds, I did have it down to about 15 seconds per shot, but now Wargaming have put it up to 17.08, so another 2 seconds to wait between each shot, but I'm still deadly. Rounds out the steering mill, direct hit, 163, stunned. That was another Arty shot, and he's now dead. Okay, the M44 is next. Efficient dispatch. The rest of the team are doing incredibly well. I did fire in. Unfortunately, I did stun my Cromwell as well. But there's now only 3 enemies left. 2 enemies left. The team are closing in on the enemy. I'm looking at the rear, thinking the enemy Arty is going to be in this corner. There's the Borsig. He just got a kill. Took in our SE100M1. And I stunned the Borsig, but I now noticed the M44. He just shotgunned our EBR, which I think he'll enjoy because obviously we don't like EBRs in the slightest. And unfortunately takes out the M44, but he is the enemy, so therefore he has to go. So, another victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. Here's the end of battle results, and in the first game on Kharkov, I managed to get a 3rd class tanker in my M44 on my Fork U2 account, and I did get my 3rd mark of excellence from that game. I got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, I managed to get 10, and I got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on my team, and I didn't get a single kill, but I did get a win rate of 2,389, which is very good. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, you can see on this one, I got the 2nd highest damage in the game. The highest damage was actually done by the Wizzy 131 GFT, 2,074 hit points, 1,577 went to myself, and 1,411 went to the KB2 on the enemy team. When it came to kills, it was the rest of my teammates who did seem to do well. I only got no kills in that one. 3 kills went to the Wizzy 131, the Type 58, 2 kills to the other Type 58, the T72, and only 2 members of the enemy team, their Panzer IV Schmolten and their Striv M4257 managed to get 2 kills. When it went to base XP, it was the Wizzy 131 again, who's got the top in all 3 columns, 840 to him, 827 to the Type 58, 728 to the other Type 58. Our OI managed to get a steel wall, and as you saw, I got a Confederate. I only got 583 XP from that one, but it was the damage really that counted towards getting my 3rd mark. I fired 20 rounds in that game, 5 direct hits, no penetration but 11 splash, damage of 1,577 hit points, all of it more than 300 meters. I damaged 7 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but I got 11 stun assists. Well, that's all. That's 11 stuns, no stun assist actually. I earned 29,241 credits on a premium count, 14,621 from personal reserves, 43,862 altogether, and after ammunition resupply, standard ammo only, 33,762 credits profit. 874 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 1,750 for mission completion, 437 from personal reserves, took away 3,936 experience points altogether. But I suppose it was actually the third mark that I was after all, because I already had 2 marks on the barrel and just wanted that third one, and now I've got it. So now I've got to take it up to 100%, and that's going to be the difficult bit. If we look at the second battle, we can see that I actually managed to get an ace tanker on that game, as in the Bigger Stickers account, the NA account. I got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 10 in this one, and my win rate was much better, 3,053, and that's because I kept busy hitting the enemy as soon as they came into sight, as soon as I could see them, line them up for a shot, and put them out of the game. In fact, I was very close to getting a third mark in this game because I believe it ended the game just under 95%. So I'm going to have to work a bit harder if I want to get that third mark. If we look at the team score, we can see that I didn't get the highest damage. That went to the EBR 75 FL10. Yes, I know I hate them, but this one did actually do rather well. He got a high caliber patrol duty and a Confederate from that game. The second highest damage was the Cromwell B, 1,897, and the third highest damage was the Stuart Mill that I helped get across the battlefield. He got 1,835 out of that game. I only got 1,443, which actually puts me in 6th place because there were 2 members of the enemy team who managed to get ahead of me on damage. When it came to kills, I shared the top spot because there was a lot of players who only had 2 kills each. The EBR, the Stuart Mill, myself, the Yak Panther, the Box Tank, and the IS-3, who also managed to get a steel wall in that game, and only 2 members of the enemy team actually managed to get 2 kills, and that was the Patriot and the M44. When it came to base XP, I was in 2nd place because the EBR managed to get 1487, I got 1174. We were the only 2 players over 1,000. 926 went to the Cromwell. I fired 20 rounds in that game, 8 direct hits, no penetration but 18 splash. Damage of 1,443, all of it done at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 2,457 hit points of damage. Is that 57 or 67? Yeah, I really do need to go to the ophthalmologist. It is 67 actually, and that was off 14 stuns, so I got a lot of stun assist on that game. 57,030 credits from the game, and after ammunition resupply, 46,930 credits. 1,761 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 880 from personal reserves, 4402 on experience points altogether. As I said, ace and very close to the third mark, but I will probably have that replay to bring to you sometime in the near future. So, if you enjoyed both of those replays, and I certainly enjoyed playing both of those games for the end result, just keeping myself busy, trying to prove that, yes, I can still do what I've practiced at doing so long, making Arty effective at winning games. If you enjoyed these replays, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.